Hey dancers. All right, it is day 3, and I am going to start by reading from Psalm 139, the verses that we're going to focus on right now. So, Psalm 139, verses 7 through 10 is what we're going to cover today. Okay? So, verses 7 of Psalm 139 starts: Where shall I go from your spirit? Or where shall I flee from your presence? If I ascend to heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in Sheol, you are there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there your hand shall lead me, and your right hand shall hold me. All right, so I want to share when I was in my 20s, I had a season of my life where I tried to flee from the spirit. I struggled with a lot of heartache and a lot of hurt and a lot of anger. And in that space, I actually found myself having dialogues in my head where I would say something like, well, if I do this, then Lord, you're not going to love me anymore. And what I think I was trying to do as I look back on that some 20 years later is I think that in my place of shame and in my place of embarrassment or sadness, disappointment, I was trying to run and hide. And what was amazing is that I couldn't. I chose to do things to move myself in a position of hiding and being away from that community and that relationship with the Lord. And yet, He always showed up. Always. Somehow, some way. Through someone, through something, through some experience. And I think this is really important that I want to remind you. Doesn't matter what age you are, whether you are in your young teens or whether you are in your 20s or maybe you're in your 30s or maybe you're a teacher who's happening to listen to this because you want to encourage your dancers in this. It doesn't matter where you are. We all experience hard things in life. We all experience disappointments. We all experience things that we're anxious about or afraid of, things that are coming down the road. Maybe you have an audition or you have casting coming, or you didn't get a part that you want, or you don't know what's coming in the next year, or you're struggling with something physically in your body, which we all know as a dancer can cause high anxiety because our body is our tool. As teachers, we experience some of those same things too. And so the beautiful thing to remember is that no matter where we are, no matter where we go, these verses are basically saying, if you go up over there, if you go down over here, if you run to there, if you run to here, we cannot flee the grip, His grip. We cannot run from His presence, and His Spirit will be there. And so there's hope in that. And even there, your hand shall lead me. This is verse 10. And your right hand shall hold me. And I think of that bird. Someone once said to me that if you hold a baby bird in your hands, if you grab it really tight, you can hurt it. But if you also just kind of go like this, it doesn't feel safe. But if you cup those hands and that little baby bird is resting in your hands, it will settle in and nestle. And I like to think of that image as how the Lord cares for me. He doesn't do this, but He also doesn't do this. He's not nonchalant and whatever, but He does this and He provides this. And sometimes this is uncomfortable, but He hems me in and He is there. So today, when you head out to your classes, I want you to ask yourself, search your heart. Where is it that you are trying to run from the Lord? Or where is it that you're feeling like He's just not there? And so, dancers, once you find that spot, that thought, that place, that experience, that thing coming down the road where you just feel like it's not in His reach, maybe take out a piece of paper today or find someplace in a book, maybe in your Bible or in your phone, and write it out, and then watch and see and expect that He will be present somehow, some way, through someone today. Have a beautiful day.